Low-key showing against Oviedo on Thursday night. Season where we're expecting to see quite a lot of him with family love. Sociedad. 4-0 victory here. The cross, no one there to connect.
very, very close. And it didn't necessarily even have been Mikel Oyarzabal who got a touch there, because had Christensen got a touch, it's one of those where it's very unlucky to end up in your own end. Right in the gap between the goalkeeper and the defender that's on his way back and the forward that's on his way in.
Imagine it would be the player to come off.
It wouldn't be a huge surprise to see him in Barcelona. It would be no surprise at all. But what I mean by that is, it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see him in a role that contributes more to the attacking part of the game than the defensive part of the game. So as a wide defender going forward, or maybe even stepping him into midfield and then trying to push Frankie de Jong and Pedro that little bit closer to the outside of their defence.
It's floating towards Barcelona now. Take advantage of Sociedad has committed.
Which is why Frankie de Jong is so disappointed to be hurt to turn back. As he was carrying that ball forward, you can see that he's thinking, right, we've got an opportunity, there's a couple of players out of position, maybe even more than a couple, we can go at this. And no one really made the move. You can see it. We just wasted a chance to go into some space first time. Given the absences of the two wide players for Barcelona, tried for the most part to lead their attacks. Still got well to it. It's not just around the goal. I think his performance has been pretty good. Well, I must say, defensively, it's been Collector Carr who's most stood out for me. Tries to apply a game plan that's so counterintuitive to everything that we play. What it is that the manager wants.
Araujo. Haddad wanted it. So we could get it now with Haddad.
Which is why Lewandowski applauds Koundé's delivery, and I didn't personally think it's it. I'm not sure whether he needs to, although the replay might suggest that he does. But that's the movement to draw people in, then go wide, then have people turn and get into the around the 6-yard box.
Extremely congested. Free kick. Contact from Alpha.
I'm not sure if it's the arm or the leg, I think both go across a little bit.
Changes to shot for Sociedad Sergio Gomez about to come on. We'll see how attacking these substitutions are, because if Sergio Gomez is coming on for Ian Munoz,
Yeah, because if it's directly like for like, that's the change would be. Yeah, exactly. Two is that Google was eventually replaced by other authority during the because we've got a second team sheet very close to kick off.
with Crowley.
Next one.
20 to very off. Sergio Gomez continually played. Dia has played a fullback previously. Centre back, so off goes Gonzalo Guedes. Here comes Take Kubo.
Done really well, and I think that's been important for them, that it's not just on one player. Obviously, we got to feel like it's the
Lewandowski to Owen. Finding their voice, jumping up and down. Sure, it is jumping around Madrid fan. This thing stands, Barcelona heading above. Glorious opportunity. It's a the winner in Sociedad for these two sides made last season. Big goal, finished 1-0 to Real Sociedad. Just to bring the euphoria. Yes, he's provided an assist. This game is not won for Barcelona yet. It's now a very different approach for us. They want more of the ball to move it around more. Slightly less direct target because the characteristics of the players that get continue to realise how to get this. Play a different ball to take very nicely shaped at the end. It's just one part in the chair. Kuba wants it. It is out to Kuba. Shot from distance. He was in space on the edge of the box and into the pass. We've seen a lot of Real Sociedad attacking now.
Yeah, we are, and we're seeing a lot that go through Takekubo, who came off in the last game and put ice on his knee. I really loved the manager's response to that. He was asked, should we be worried about Takekubo? Is he not fully fit? And he said, look, I want to make one thing very clear. Takekubo is fit, which I think was his way of saying, when I play get this, don't think it's because of an injury, it's because it's how we want to approach it. And then he pointed out, he said, well, you're talking all about the ice on his knee. If you go into the dressing room post game, you'll find that 80% of our players have got ice on their knees.
Extremely talented Takekubo, just the sense that he needs to week in, week out.
He's very direct and very honest about that as well. Last year when Carl was saying that we're not getting enough contribution from him in terms of tangible contributions, assists, goals, things that really change games. He was the one, Takekubo came out and said, the manager's right. The things he's saying about me, he's absolutely right. I know I've got to do this. And then this summer, during the summer, he was actually quite honest with these players that we need to replace them. We need to have permission.
behind Portugal's compare this time. Have you heard of the term?
Someone else can go
He's supposedly with the right foot to deliver the ball as well. Quite convincing, wasn't it? Yeah, Rashford's move wasn't quite sharp enough inside to get away from William. Alongside momentarily wondering, do I go on the runs? But when he receives the connect on to me, or I just get back into position, and in the end he decided the safest thing to do was just to get back into position. He was just waiting for the opportunity. Those moments are quiet as well, but he's the one leading the talk in terms of bringing the line out, making sure that people step out at the right time.
Hey! One more, catch it after. No! Hope there. Where I said rematch. Who the heck?
But just before we get into all of that, it'll be nice if we can see how to lift up your week.
No, just no, he's in trouble now.
I guess it's just a natural consequence of the way the protocol is now, that lies over less
We'll see what the night will position the house is good, but also two groups. The first challenge for completed the art, trying to
But now, the way that the mechanics of it are means that now they sort of don't have to make that decision. There's visibly at times things like, I wonder if some of the responsibility is being taken away from them. So you're talking I suppose he feels that he got to the ball first.
This is going to stand, I think.
It is offside, but it would be very, very tough to see the graphics.
Look out!
There's been 3 or 4 now in the last 5 or 10 minutes where Barcelona's come line and been pushing and just squeezing kind of a tiptoeing towards the halfway line, and the players have been shot as well. Just release it, just let me go, just let me run. I just wonder if Hansi Flick will think, let's retreat 10 metres, because we're offering them a chance. Now, obviously, it's part of the way they play. Obviously, they do it really well. We've seen this in last year. We've talking about what you can caught and everything because they execute it so well. But given that they're 2-1 up, given that there's 15 minutes to go, given that Sociedad are now taking the ball to that point and then just trying to beyond the line, I just wonder if there might be a temptation to retreat a tiny bit.
Refusing to offside on Lamine Yamal. Decision is taken very quickly. It looks so tight.
Barcelona are certainly aware that it's not done. But 2-1, they would have it. Certainly the last 10 minutes, enough of those moments when Barcelona don't look like they were getting behind them, they're getting across the box. The man released to the right and then the man running through the middle, which can open you up. And I think they're very conscious of it. It only takes one moment in which they get the timing wrong.
Place La Liga for Barcelona. Into the area. From the shot. We'll see. Here's Ferran Torres. Prepares to come on. Beautiful bit of skill.
He's trying to wrap his foot around the ball in the end. I think got a bit too much for the outside. But finishes instantly. It's not the tightest we've seen, but it is quite tight.
Did a Martin off.
That is the straight change. You mean Eric Garcia at left back again. We've seen him more often at centre back or at right back. You can see him in the midfield, but we saw him at left back a little bit in Oviedo.
Play for Marcus Rashford replaced. Of the season.
As you mentioned earlier, he started every game until now. He's really genuinely earned that place. It hasn't been easy for him. The natural inclination would be not to go for him when you've got a player like Lewandowski. But he's really earned it this season. In fact, I would argue he earned it last season, and this is a kind of a continuation of what he did last year. So they're taking a risk. I think it's only crap because the gesture he made with his leg suggested he wanted someone to come and stretch it for him. There's one of his teammates in the back to do that. Maybe not. They're going to wait for the penalty stand to come on. The fans are whistling him because of the frustration of leaving. He's wasting time. But given they're 2-1 down, so I suspect that's no longer the case.
8 saves this evening for Alex Almeida. How many seconds Lamine Yamal was on the pitch before just that assist? Change for Sociedad, mentioned it, a €20 million striker. On the bench, here he is, Umar Sadik.
He's a very, I'm trying to think of the right word for him. He's kind of unique. I can't really think of anyone who's quite like him. But he's exceptionally skillful at certain moments, and then has other moments where he appears a little clumsy, a little slow to react at times, but then he'll produce something brilliant out of nowhere. He's big, but not particularly strong, and he doesn't necessarily bully defenders. He's not slow, nor is he available. He tends to be someone who's around the front of a defence than the other way. And as you say, he's been a player who has not quite been there. I think he would have liked to stay in Valencia, where he played on loan last season, and in the end wasn't able
Take person touch more. With person touch more, I want you to always this for input in the
last year in the league, the previous season. The year before, the 3 goals at Barcelona. He won the year before that at Sociedad. And yet this is a guy that came from to the second division, scored 22 of 19 in his seasons at Almeria. That year he was got the style is makes him stand out, the way that he plays, and there's this kind of sort of looseness about his limbs and the way that he plays. He was really short and gets in the second division. Is this guy sort of around, which you can say he's a bad footballer by any means. He's not the anticipation and the excitement about him really truly wasn't fulfilled.
Sociedad looking for the equaliser. On the ball. No. You know the house. Forced to come out wide. Shot! Great
Barcelona, our ticket, please.
Potentially the danger anticipated with that ball, which was going up that out wide. And speaking of
Miracle passing in there. All that technology.
It's not over. It's a position.
He would have done very, very disappointed himself.
To the knees. Still Lamine Yamal chips it in. There's no one close.
Everyone knows this, but just the little details, the ability to hold on to the ball when he's under pressure. Yeah, I think we shouldn't have a look at that. So that is in a position where he can score, and not rather to Lewandowski. Lewandowski's got to put that away.
Right back this season. When he switched to,
I think so. I think on that one you saw very clearly that this was a guy that had he been on his left foot, then if he wanted to hit the guy, then the ball back is relatively simple. But he's forced to come going forward with his left.
That's the other Barcelona player this season before we start up today. Marcia.
And I suspect the fact that he hasn't started today tells us that he is starting against PSG.
This victory, however, is not wrapped up, and it really should be. 19 shots, 11 on target. 2 back of the net. Down on their average at the moment. There is still Ferran. Hugo there was just telling Munoz, wait. Number Fraser, let's go back. Now they can come forward again. Here is Munoz. Hugo. Offside.
The other thing that's happening with our defensive line of Barcelona is not only is it very high, but Jules Koundé is going a long way across the middle. So he's always leading around Sociedad player at the same level as the line, but all the way on the left-hand side, and therefore loads and loads of space going into now. Obviously, it hasn't been this way all the way through the game, but for the moment, it tends to be Oyarzábal because you've got Sadik through the middle. It's a dangerous man to be leaving in that much space. Admittedly, it's difficult for Real Sociedad to link the ball to him, all the way across the pitch, difficult to him, but if they are able to release it, there's a big gap. Obviously, you've got to get hold of the ball to play that pass in the first place, and that's one of the things that Barcelona are very good at, preventing you from having that opportunity to even release the pass in the first place.
We have any injuries, really. A little bit of treatment. 5 additional minutes. I mean, finding Shankly Young as Koundé. Olmo. We played the advantage comeback win of the season for Barcelona. Conceding first in Oviedo and Levante.
Another game, by the way, where Pedri basically plays every game. There's always this concern with Pedri because of the injuries earlier in his career about overexposing, about overplaying him. He always says that he prefers to play, he prefers to be on the pitch, he prefers to have minutes. I think every player probably feels that. I'm not sure if he's necessarily Darth or the best judge. Over the last year or so, it doesn't seem to be doing him any harm.
Any Barcelona player last season, just under 3,000.
And for a player who appears fragile, maybe he actually isn't as fragile as he appears and who has that injury history, I think that was something that worried fans quite a lot last year. I think a lot of Barcelona fans in those games, when they were in comfortably, were kind of, sitting in the stands and looking at the pitch and thinking, take it on, protect it. Out there for too long.
But they attack you and they don't
Olmo in conversation. Lewandowski. It's going to be Dani Olmo to take. There's another corner, which is fine for Barcelona. Seconds ticking down to this victory.
Well, one of the corners. It's quite figure. It says something quite a lot about the territorial advantage. Actually, before tonight, I think Real Sociedad had more corners than the other team in La Liga. I wonder if this was taking pass on the back end.
Keeps the ball in, still the team. Has the ball there to finish it. Is Eric Garcia. Ferran. Having a chance for La Real to come forward here in some of the last 90 seconds.
Barcelona, as they was a Real Sociedad were trying to get the ball out, but Barcelona might be better.
Into the final minutes. This time, Ferran in no hurry to get the ball into the box, but he's Olmo in space, and here is Ferran to finish it off.
Substitutions after 30 seconds. Pedro goes off. There you go. I spoke too soon. He has been injected in this game. A 25-second rest at the end of the 95 is perfect. It'll be fine for midweek.
Standing ovation. Occasions this season.
I think that's the key, isn't it? That his level of performance has been so high, but it's the consistency. It's basically every game now. I can't remember the last time I thought he wasn't at his best today. It feels like every single game goes well.
The final attack of the game. Kubo was looking for that foul and couldn't find him. Just about falls to Lamine. He loses out to Sergio Gomez.
Sociedad on the left-hand side.
Where is the full-time whistle? Barcelona are back top of the coming back from injury. Well, Sociedad have taken the lead through Alvaro Odriozola, but they leave empty-handed. It's finished. Just combines. Sociedad.